Oh, we got another blueprint. Cool. Ooh, destructive and destructive. So they're out. Hatchling I don't really want, but we can always use the algae. So let's grab some more of that. That'll put us over 5 tons. I like it. I like it. And they still haven't built the pump down there. We are gonna... Oh, we don't have any metal. That's why. Waiting copper. Yeah, so they'll get to that as soon as... Oh, we can go ahead and set these, because they're gonna rip those out. Copper, copper. Oh, they're all copper. Okay, cool. That'll work. You're copper. We need to take you out. There and there. And we're starting to get our copper back. Cool. Now, it's weird because with wire, you can actually run that farther and they just won't be able to, like, so I didn't have enough metal to make that connection on top of all the other builds that we've got. I didn't have enough metal for that, but it still let me go through and make the full thing. And they'll eventually bring it if they've got it. So it's kind of a neat thing there. But that's the reason why when you get the heavier wire, you want it to be solid, straight passes. So like with this one, I can just go from one end of the batteries all the way through, up, and then literally connect it down to my most important things. Oh, hey, we got the... Oh, I can't build you yet. That sucks. Got the water sieve. Sieve? I don't know. It's the water filtration unit. It uses... I think it's dirt or sandstone to pull... pollution out of the water. And that's the basic one you're going to run into, is just the regular pollution. Polluted water. It's just like green. You know, it happens if they can't use the bathroom for a long time, if they're sick, you run into polluted water, like down here. This is all polluted. There's some needs for polluted water, like I believe the oxyferns, which I think I talked about last time. They require polluted water, if I'm not mistaken. And so, like, sometimes what you'll end up doing is like having a section like this is going to drip polluted water directly here, unless I have it, you know, funneled back into the water filtration unit and then back up, and then I'm just going to run this out. But if they drip into here, you'll just see that polluted water sit here, and then slowly it'll pull it in this direction, and then you can actually set up another pitcher pump, and they'll pull the polluted water out. I don't know how that unit can filter it, because there's no filter settings for the filter pump. You just literally click it. Oh, we got 6.1 tons of water. That's always good. And we're going to open up a little bit here, and then I would imagine we might run into some further down the line. We got a really rough spot. Really bad start. What are you? Biobot builder. My duplicants have discovered a laboratory full of dusty machinery. The vestiges of another colony's experiments, perhaps. It is unclear whether the apparatus is intended for biological experimentation or advanced mechatronics, or both. I think I've read one of those before. I think you can use that to create like a literally a robot servant kind of thing. So I really wish we could get down here and get to some of these though. Oh, we don't have any more research. Let's grab... What do we want to research? What do we want to research? So here's the planetarium. This is another research unit. And then we also have the materials study terminal. This actually needs rad bolts, which is like irradiated lightning. I don't fully understand that. But you generate it. You have to put uranium in. They work like a hand crank thing unless you have the little lamp. The game is very complex. Like I said, I'm bad at it. I'm literally like an amateur med student attempting to figure out how to be a doctor without going to med school. That's what this game feels like. And that probably doesn't sound a whole lot of fun, but it is actually very satisfying to get it right in a certain kind of way. So the challenges that are presented are a lot of fun. They'd be very stressful if you don't have a good grasp of what is potentially happening or what you're, kind of running into. I can go ahead and grab you. I'm going to run that all the way down so that we have that at some point, because we want to take this out so we can get algae. There we go. There we go. That'll work for now. I do want all that copper, though. So let's go ahead and grab you. Take you out. I keep adding more and more projects to them. That's not good. I need to let them finish what I had them start and then pick up something. But I don't. I just add on to it, and then I wonder why they don't ever get the jobs done that I need them to do. All right, let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and grab this because this carbon skimmer here will actually... I usually nestle it down here, somewhere real low. It uses water and it puts off, I believe it's polluted water. It won't let me look at it right now. It's fine. So I put it down here because the carbon dioxide always sinks down here. You just put the carbon dioxide scrubber in here. It dumps the polluted water back in. It's very out of the way is kind of the best way to put it, but I believe we have enough for this now. And then I'm also going to run the filter off of that as well. So here you can see the three kind of inputs. So we have our output pipe needs to go on the top because it's going to travel up. We got our input pipe here. And then this is actually going to come out. And we're going to run you up through here. And we're going to go through the top because I already started that. Oh, that was a weird frame hiccup there. And I'm going to leave this one uncapped for now until it'll just sit there and not do anything until I can get the desalinator or something along those lines to run it. Actually, before we do that though, I need to take you off. Actually, hold on. Wait a minute. I'm thunking a plan here. We're going to do that. Take you back out. That way I can put the... Where are you? Water sieve. Over here. Is that where we want it? Here? Might as well. It'll be fine. We can always play with it and move things around later, so... Why did I even go this way? Cancel. Tear that down. If we come over here... And then we run back out here. There we go. Cool. Cool beans. And then we're going to run power. And now you can see how I'm starting to very rapidly rack up power consumers on this one infrastructure here. This one... What's the best word for that? One system, basically. And it's starting to flex. So you can see the load changes. The potential load is 540, so we're still very, very low on the 1,000 watt that we can comfortably manage. Oh, we need to put you back. Oh, they're all going to get stripped out. Okay. All right, let's do that. There we go. We're safe. We're safe. We figured it out eventually. And I could do more of these. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Strip that out. And I don't know. I'm definitely going to need to take it this way regardless. So we're going to go to here. That'll bring us in line up there. And then... Oof. It's okay. They're never going to build that. Until we get enough metal, they're not going to touch that, so that's fine. That's okay. We got plenty of metal up here. And I can get this out by swapping it out with the sandstone. That'll be fine. We got some more algae to grab. I wish I could tell that without having to swap back and forth, but that's okay. We got plenty of coal, too. If I ever try that. Sometimes with this game, it's kind of cool to just start in a certain direction. Like this time, I'm going to try this thing. So if I was going to decide I wanted to run on coal, let's go see how much coal we got. So we have 9 tons, almost 9 tons. Oh, no, now we're at 11. I'm going to go ahead and check that. And we can just kind of keep an eye on it. I don't know how fast coal burns. And then it's also going to produce carbon dioxide. So then we have to have a way to siphon off carbon dioxide. Or we could put it down here, let everything run on it, put the carbon dioxide skimmer in, and have it clean everything out. That is potentially an option. I don't know if it's going to work. But we can certainly try. I want to get all this coal out so that we can potentially use it. We got a lot of it. I mean, a lot. I don't know what a lot is in this game. for this, for coal. That's all dirt. We don't care about that. That's more dirt. I mean, we do care about it. It's a filtration medium, but we more care about the algae. Yes, please. And here, and we got some more metal. It looks like, oh no, we don't need that there. We don't need that. I got some oxalite in there. I can't really do much else in this spot, but looks like everything else can get kind of torn out and should be better without, or we should be fine without it. But I do want all this algae. That algae is going to be very, very important to get us to day 100, that's for sure. I think that's everything for right now. Oh, no, here. But we don't have any metal. So, that might be a problem. Liquid valve, no. Oh, we got our gas stuff. Okay, so here's the gas pump. It's exactly the same thing as the water pump, except it moves, you know, air units, or air molecules, I guess, right way to say it. I don't know if they call it a molecule in this game. But yeah, gas gets real finicky because when you set up an atmosphere suit checkpoint, I get rid of those. I don't like the exclamation points in the yellow. Copper. Ooh, yeah, let's take the copper. I don't need a binge eater. I don't need a pufflet. All right, there we go. Cool beans. So they'll build that. And then, oh, we can start ripping out the whatchamacallits, the outhouses, right? Yeah, outhouse. So we'll put a door, wall thing here, sink, bathrooms, should be fine. Lavatories, as they call them. And then we've got our hookups getting ready. I don't want to take these out until we know we can immediately swap over to running water or have it already prepared, because that's going to be a decent chunk of at least one day to swap those over to the new bathroom units. Let's grab that. Oh, Raylan's having fun out there. Tearing it up. Let's see. Oh, they got that built. Okay. Why don't you go up here and build the rest of this? That'd be very appreciative if you did that. What's her name? Marie? She's just running around tearing it down. Oh, absolutely not. A buddy of mine just said he was watching Game of Thrones again, and I absolutely refused to watch that series again because of how it ended. I love that show, and the ending ruined it. And I forget their names, the showrunners. They deserved it, whatever they got after. Because didn't their Netflix thing get canceled after that? No, that's not fair to say. They thought they had an opportunity, so they abandoned their dance partner and tried to run off to the next thing, and everybody paid the price. So it is what it is. I don't know if this is the smartest way to do this, because I end up with very compartmentalized spaces, and then I just kind of section off my little landings into different rooms, and I guess it's gotten me to where I'm at, but I know that there's, just looking at some of the stuff on Reddit, like there's a lot more efficient ways to set up rooms and do different things that I probably should pay more attention to. But I was the same guy that refused to look for the meta builds in Smite. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to play and enjoy it, and that's going to be what it's going to be. Or I'm not going to enjoy it, and then I won't play it anymore. So, oh, we can deconstruct you. Yes. And you. Yes. And this light. And that. So when we ever get over to that point, we'll be able to tear that apart. I don't know that I necessarily needed that to be the way it was, but that's okay. And I am going to need to figure out something for food, even though we are going up in calories right now, so that's not too big of an issue just yet. That can change very, very drastically, especially when you get large populations. You can swing very, very fast if you run out of food. Things can take a very drastic turn, especially because I don't know if there's an immunity system, but I know there is a germ resistance that potentially gets a modifier applied to it if they haven't eaten. That would, make sense that starvation would make your immune system fall apart. But usually by the time your dupes are getting sick, or if an infection is that bad, it's pretty rough. It's not gonna go that much farther. So, all right, there's a wire for that. We're gonna. Ooh, does it really matter what liquid we say right now? We'll just say salt water. The problem here is that the desalinator will work on brine and salt water, which is here. But you can only have one filter set at a time. And at least for the gas filter, it does not work that well. Like if you have it set to only, filter out clean oxygen, it'll still somehow manage to pull everything. Clean oxygen, carbon dioxide, polluted oxygen, whatever natural or otherwise gas may be down there. It does all of that. So it's kind of a pain in the ass. Let's do that one. And I think we're going to probably have too much water to put this unit down there just yet. That might solve itself once we take this out and fix this. So let's do a 9. And